Hi, I'm happy to see you today. I'm Big Bird of LifeTree TV in English. Today, I will tell you about Inner Voice and the Broken Radio, written by Captain Udeka. Let's start. The Inner Voice and the Broken Radio. Human trust more a single word that is heard from their inner side than hundreds of words heard from their outside. Humans believe in the words of energy beings, angels, in themselves more than any others. Humans tend to believe in their inner experiences than any other from the outside. Once humans hear their inner voices, this experience comes as a very powerful feeling. When they feel the change of energy in their inner side, they may feel fear and dread. When you hear the voice of inner mind, it remains as a strong experience that can't be forgotten as if you took powerful drugs. The stronger the intensity and frequency of the inner voices are, the more we may get seized with fear and dread. The more clearly the visionary images are seen, the more we may be deeply affected. Everything that humans see and hear from the inner side is called the world of your shaman. Just like this, I have heard. The world of your shaman means that I heard the voices as such and saw the visionary images just like this. When you are asked who is showing and telling it from the inside, it is quite rare that the being is a ghost and Satan dwelling inside yourself. Most of them do not know the reality, and they simply think that there is someone talking to yourselves. Most of them vaguely imagine that they might be angels or God. Some people may get used to hearing the inner voice, while others are becoming more emotional and begin to make troubles in their daily lives as they begin to say things that others do not understand. The situation might get worse, causing mental disorders or even schizophrenia. When the world of your shaman begins, it may take a long time to admit that the cause is not the outside, but the inside. At first, most people think that some being from the outside comes and bothers themselves. But in the end, the longer you're exposed to the world of your shaman, the more you become friendly and familiar with the inner beings. And the more your experiential judgment or rational judgment will gradually diminish. The more you rely on your inner voices and visionary images, the less your free will be reduced. As you are deprived of your consciousness by your inner voice and visionary images, you act as you are heard without knowing that you are being ruled. As you become more familiar with the inner energy beings, you tend to rely on those who talk to you before making a certain action or judgment. Even in the extreme case, you might get to ask whether you will eat pasta with tomato sauce or cream sauce. When you go to the hair shop, you might ask if you want to cut the hair 5 centimeters or 10 centimeters long. Also, you might ask which road you should go on the way of home or school. It's common that most inner voices tend to be temporarily heard and gone away. The inner voice is programmed and managed by your higher self or the original spirit. The transient inner voice is carried out by the original spirit or the higher self when he has a message to inform or convey. When the avatar notices the intention of the original spirit or the higher self and makes any choice or judgment, then the inner voice might be gone. It's the general law of the universe that the original spirit or the higher self act as a guide so that the avatar can notice and sense the situation. Once the inner voice is gone, it may not be heard again, even if he wants to hear it again. Even to the original spirit or the higher self, it is strictly managed by not to intervene their avatars arbitrarily by the administrator group of the heaven. To let human hear the inner voice is to make humans' free will seriously invaded. It is the general rule in the world of your shaman to strictly protect the avatar's free will not to be seriously violated. When the original spirit or the higher self guides its avatar through the inner voice or visionary image. When the heavens program is temporarily activated by the way of the heavens work to wake up and call up the light workers and to remind them that the invisible world exists. It is called the golden trumpet of the heaven. The sound of the golden trumpet of the heaven does not seriously invade human's free will. And once the avatar notices it, then the inner voice is stopped. It may not be heard, even if they want to hear it again. It is called the higher self teaching through the inner voice, or it is called the golden trumpet sound of this heaven. In some cases, the inner voice does not stop and may last for years or decades. In this case, the free will of humans may be gradually reduced. As the inner voice becomes stronger, mental disorders and schizophrenia may come, and sudden devil's rampage and violence may also be accompanied. It's not the inner voice of higher self teaching or golden trumpet sound of the heaven. If it is the case that the world of your shaman lasts so long. The inner voice and inner feelings that are accompanied bipolar and depression are the spirit soul's program or destiny in this life. In this case, the program works to reduce human's free will, distract the human's mind, and prevent the human from normal living in society. No one can stop it, and it is a program of life that the spirit soul must experience in this life. It is also the process of dissolving karmas. Throughout the world of your shaman, schizophrenia, uncontrolled emotions, constant monologue, deafness, self-centered speech, violent behavior, and rampage are the processes of solving karmas. If the program of the invisible world is activated, the avatar's mind is eroded by the energy beings from the heaven. or the brain function is impaired by the karma energy field. It is called the broken radio sound. When you listen to the auditory hallucination without stopping or continue to speak what does not fit the situation, seeing the visionary image frequently. This concludes today's story. Udeka wrote, translated by Big Bird. See you again. Bye. Big Bird, LifeTree TV.